Hey everybody, welcome to Under the Hood, the show that dives into what Orbee is building and why we're building it. Today we're going to talk about how a CDP and CRM should work together, what the relationship is like. Because I've seen online, people think the CDP means the demise of the CRM, which maybe one day, I don't even know if that's true. Atul, what do you think? What's going to happen to the CRM and how do these two things work together?
Hey, Chris, it takes a while for things to go away. So we don't suspect that anytime soon we're going to see CRMs be swapped out. Now, certainly from a macro standpoint, I believe net new features, things that you want to try, you may actually start doing those things outside of the CRM and making sure that it integrates, right? So that's why integration is really the most important thing for us.
Right. I like to think of the CRM as the manual database, right? Like the database that's getting updated manually in person, a salesperson logging and updating it. But a CDP, do any CDPs get updated by a user, or is that just automated sort of updates?
I think there's a lot of automation even in the CRM. Here's my perspective. Aren't there things in your life that you still do the old way because that's just how those systems are? Like maybe it's paying by check for something. Like I've still had to once in a while use a checkbook, right? Mm-hmm. Now, certainly people at the grocery store, that's weird. But certainly there are things that newer innovative companies doing more interesting things would not want to bear the burden of what the CRMs have been doing, right? Mm-hmm. So take, for instance, us. Do we want to be your checkbook?
Right.
No, we want to be your Apple Pay, right? Mm-hmm. And so I think that we have to coexist with the systems that bear that heavy burden.
Yeah.
Or innovation would be stifled. Now, I do believe, as I'm saying earlier, net new features are interesting to do outside of a CRM. So look, we've talked to people doing outside systems like, Salesforce, HubSpot, a Pipedrive. We've talked to people, and even on the BDC call center software, there's other industry players outside of auto that are in here. And then you have industry players, your typical VIN, dealer socket, drive centric, e-lead. And so, last week you announced that Orbee now has an e-lead bidirectional integration. We've had one with socket. We are introducing some really cool integration potential with a lot of the other CRMs in various ways. And so I think the evolution is there. And we think that it's just important for dealers to be able to leverage their CRM data easily. So as you know, I don't know if we've demoed this, but we should certainly do that on a follow-up, is inside of Orbee, you could actually generate lists from your CRM system. Because we're ingesting the entire CRM data set, not just a flat file, not just first name, last name, phone number, email, last communication date. We're taking the entire schema of the CRM and making it queryable so that when you're designing that perfect segment of people to send this extremely precise message to, it's based on the totality of that CRM data.
And the cool thing is when you combine the CRM data with the CDP data, right? So you pull in a list of people in the CRM, what's a common filter? Like bought something or hasn't bought something in 2 years and has also looked at a truck.
Absolutely. So, but I would clarify that it's basically CRM data meets web data,
right,
or storefront data meets, F&I data. So it's really the CDP acts as a way to connect all of those. And, how you listen to those events and feed them into the CDP, that's really the adapters, right? So we have adapters for the CRM. We have the ability to pull in uploads. We're launching a capability called Orbee FS, Orbee file system, which is going to be a secure way for you to give any amount of data in any format, even if it's a Google Sheet or an Excel file, because we know to help this industry evolve, we need to support the legacy capabilities. You don't just get to come and be the hot thing, right? Like Apple Pay. I'm picking on Apple Pay today, but before they can launch their own credit card, what do they have to do? Support you hosting your own old Visa card. You think they did that because they wanted to keep that going? No, they did that.
That was the best way to do it. Like, no, they just had to.
So in fact, I use this, this MagSafe, credit card holder. I mean, isn't this just teaching my brain that my wallet's on the back of my phone?
I had never thought of that, but yeah, you're right. It's just like
I mean, yes, I have to pull it off and take out the card, but aren't they simply saying that Apple's capitalizing it on the old way and the new way? And so, that's the important thing. You have to, if you're going to change and transform an industry for the benefit of everyone in the ecosystem, then you do have to support old ways, new ways alike. And dealers will have to, in my opinion, use something like Orbee to try those new innovative things that maybe doing it in the CRM is harder. So don't replace it, work with it. And that's what I would say for the CRM CDP relationship.
Cool. Well, that's it for this episode. If you have any questions about a CDP, how it works with the CRM, or what Orbee does, just shoot us a message. We're happy to talk. So thanks, Tool. Bye, everybody.